Stacey and J Sbu, East Coast Radio.
It's Mr. Super Bowl halftime. Mr. Clean, Mr. Rollerblades, Mr. Roller Skates, Mr. Almost held Alicia Keys too much at the Super Bowl halftime. Almost got himself in trouble. His name is Usher. This one is called Caught Up. Just before this one, Veronica Fasaro, Summer Lightning on East Coast Radio. KZN's number one hit music station. Hey guys, butts don't want to shower. Butts don't want to bathe. When they told her, Smiley, what are you doing? They get very angry.
Yeah, so Sandy is currently in a little bit of a dirty spot, saying, my husband doesn't take a bath or shower for days and lacks basic hygiene. On saying this to him, he gets offended. How do I deal with him? So what I do want to say before we even get into it is that if I'm assuming that at some point Sandy's man was bathing with some semblance of regularity. The fact that he's not is a little bit, like, at the face of it seems like ew, but maybe there's something deeper going on there. And he's not okay. He's not taking care of himself. So that is always a thing. I think that Sandy's more concerned about just being with him in public, sharing a room with him, making, like, I don't know, like, take him outside and hose him down. Like, what is Sandy to do? Assuming he's not going through something. Yeah. And now he's just opted to not bathe, because this is more common than you would realize, KZN. There are people who live amongst us
who just don't want to bathe.
Who are like, it's not even about saving water. It's just like, I don't feel like that today. And today, when you look outside, you cast your eyes towards the window and it's 10,000 degrees in the Caribbean seas. You must. It is impolite. You are doing the country a disservice if you don't bathe and use antiperspirant. Basics.
Yeah.
Basics.
I also find it weird that he gets offended when she sits him down on some hay. You know, you need to take better care of yourself. He can't smell himself. Yeah, that's a very weird one for me.
We can.
If he can't love himself, then, Sandy, it's going to be very difficult for him to love you. So I'm going on a different path with this. I reckon, man, if it's being done on a deliberate basis and is not going through something, definitely the relationship, I reckon, should leave, because no one deserves to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't know how to take care of themselves.
Sandy and Stinky coming to you live from the lounge.
Imagine. KZN, so Sandy's asking, how should she deal with him?
That's why I was hired. It's the witty one-liners.
Spicy. Here's what you had to say, KZN.
Hey, KZN. Chloe here from Westville. I think absolutely yes. You loving you, and if you don't smell great, I can't be doing that. So absolutely good hygiene is a must.
Stacey and J, Ryan from Drummond. Hope you guys are well. Is hygiene a deal breaker in a relationship? Hell yes. Like, that is a non-freaking negotiable. Let's not even go down that road.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu. It's Larissa with Stefan in the background. Hygiene is a deal breaker in a relationship. I'm sorry, but if you're dirty, we can't be friends. We can't be anything.
Now, I'm sure that Sandy, who has confessed today, would love to be a stranger to her husband's odor. However, he is just not interested in bathing or showering. He'll go for days and days on end, not doing it. She has brought this to his attention. They have discussed the basic principles of personal hygiene. He does not want to hear it from her. And now she doesn't know what to do.
Hey, Stacey and J Sbu. This is Bridget from Joburg. So, yes, hygiene is a deal breaker in any relationship. I agree with Sandy. I was in a similar relationship. I'm even embarrassed to actually admit to this, but I was. And I decided to actually break up with this person because I told him every single time, but he would get offended. So, yeah.
Hi, KZN. It's Nicole here. So for me, hygiene is of the utmost importance. I mean, it is a deal breaker for me, I'd say. Like, how do you hold someone who's stinky? Ew! How do you kiss someone with bad breath? No. Hi, KZN. It's Fatima here. So hygiene for me is if you do not shower twice a day maximum, minimum, you gotta go. Oh. I don't know where you gotta go, but you gotta go. We're living together no
to
more.
A boss.
Stacey and J Sbu.
I was saying to the team, if someone is failing to wash their face, what else are they not washing? That's nasty. But I'm sensing, Stacey, as you were saying earlier, apathy and depression might just be the reason. And how she deals with the situation is now totally different as opposed to if it was a decision the guy was just making.
Well, here's the thing. It isn't always kind of like an early warning sign of like depression or deep anxiety.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is a choice, and we can tell by the voice notes we've gotten that this is a pretty, dare I say, widespread problem where people are like, I just don't want to.
I don't feel like it.
And someone who has unfortunately been there, done that, and got the t-shirt that probably had pit stains in it. Avona the Queen, welcome to the show. How are you, my baby?
Hello, Stacey. How are you, my angel?
So good. Now, tell us, take us on a trip down memory lane. What happened, babes? What happened?
Okie dokie. So I was like dating this guy, right? And loved him to bits. You know, when you have to get intimate with someone and then you start realizing that, hey, there's just been a slight change of aroma. I mean, you can smell the cologne is there, but then you get those perspiration moments, and I'm like, okay, at first I was like, okay, maybe I'm just being delusional.
Yeah.
Then the next day it happened, and I'm like, okay, today I'm 100% sure it's bad breath. And I said, you know what, baby, let's do a little exercise. Let's go to the bathroom. We went there. I gave him a fresh toothbrush, took one for myself, and we literally just started brushing our teeth. And he didn't even pick up because I tried by all means to be like sensitive about it.
Yeah.
That's a very smart way of introducing some level of hygiene from an oral perspective. You know, you take your partner, hey, we're doing something cute, let's go to the bathroom.
Also, their parents listening going, we're doing this with our toddlers right now. I mean, to have to, like, have that, nothing says romance like teaching someone how to brush their teeth, eh?
Thank you so much, Avona the Queen. Okay.
You're welcome, babe.
Shout out. Guys, speaking of hygiene, I know so many people who don't wash their legs. Maybe that's a discussion we should be having. Washing your legs. I know Taylor Swift doesn't wash her own legs.
Okay, so... Okay.
I know Taylor Swift doesn't wash her legs.
Okay, so Taylor Swift was chatting to Ellen once upon a time, and Ellen asked if she washes her legs in the shower, and she said, well, she doesn't wash them with intent. She shaves every day, so surely between the cream and the soap and the razor, that should be enough. And the internet exploded, because the thing is, if you're listening to this going, ew, gross, to Jay's point earlier, if you're not washing your face, what else aren't you washing? Perhaps if we start on like the other point,
yes,
from the bottom up, we can have a similar conversation. So even though you might quote unquote bathe every day, do you actually wash your legs though? Do you?
Sis.
The response on the ground, aside from ewa, was no. He is already a little bit trashy, so check him out. And then we heard from a number of you who have been in similar situations. So it's not like this, it also isn't specifically a sort of gendered issue. They're just people who don't shower every day. And every person we've heard from has been there, and eventually it became unbearable.
It ended.
Right? So we had to kind of call it. And then Jay brought up, unprovoked and unnecessarily so,
It's a fact.
the fact that everybody's princess,
Taylor Swift.
that's right, has famously said she doesn't wash her legs. Now, with intention is what I mean. So she doesn't like get in there, you know? She'll shave her legs, and she figures, is the shower running down? Yes. Have I tried to shave a little bit? Yes. Therefore, an ergo, soap has made connection with my shins, and I'm good.
Stacey, stop trying to make it cute. Taylor Swift does not wash her legs.
I want you to know that when the story first broke,
Stacey's going to explain
about
Oh
T-Swizz.
my goodness.
No, about T-Swizz. I made a conscious and concerted effort to start my showering with my legs. I was like,
After the story
I
broke,
can't be one of those Swifties.
No, you can't
do
be.
that.
You need to wash your legs. I wash my legs deliberately. There's never been a showering session where I did not wash my legs, so I'm not one of them. But there are many people across KZN who are like, I forgot. My legs? Never.
Water runs down, babes.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. Lindy Rose from Margate, how are you?
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you?
No, fine. I mean, I'm just trying to all my very might and my clean legs.
Do you wash your legs? Just straight to the
Taylor
point.
Swift. Are you washing your legs, Lindy Rose?
I don't care how millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, gazillionaire Taylor Swift is. Why are you not washing your legs? Why do you not bend down?
Thank
Why
you. We all have to bend down.
Bend
So
over
should she.
and just one, two each side, and then you rinse off with the clean water.
Yes.
Because if you say the top water is rinsing off the bottom with your legs. That top water is dirty from your armpit. So your armpit smell is going to your legs. That makes no sense.
And you've got a bit of hair there, so it gets stuck, and the next thing you know, you're walking with some Nasty legs.
So Lindy Rose, is it almost unfathomable to you to think that someone, and I'm not even talking about Taylor Swift, I'm saying people in general are just like, yeah, man, but I've used like shaving cream on my legs. You know, the one
No,
that's...
but this is now going to be a first date question for me because I'm worried.
Yeah.
I thought everyone washed their legs.
Everyone must wash their legs.
Sandy's husband isn't washing
unfathomable.
anything. So you know what I mean? Like, which is the lesser of the two evils? Does that mean no one gets a second date moving forward? It's like, do you wash your entire body? Yes or
a
no?
whole body wash. Like,
Thank you so much.
I'm confused.
We just don't get it.
Tim,
Like,
make
why
it make sense.
Why
make it make
are
sense.
you not washing? Why? Wash every part of your body.
I mean, wash out if you must. But KZN, we're just looking for someone. Washing your legs? Give it a think. Are you doing that on the daily, twice a day? Or is it kind of like, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. 061-792-9495.
Houdini, Dua Lipa. Do you wash your legs? If you don't, why not? Nasty. Apparently, a lot of people just don't bother, hey? It's not like a thing. Jeez, to wash your legs. It's East Coast Radio, by the way. We're having that discussion today.
Well, because we're talking about hygiene. And it's very quick to point fingers and be like, oh, because you smell of Givenchy or whatever. But if you have an antiperspirant on and you live in KZN, honey,
it's so hot in here.
No amount of Givenchy is going to save you. So 600,000 people responded to this question. Do you wash your legs when you shower?
What's the percentage?
80% say yes, they do, which means, quick maths, 120,000 people don't.
In KZN?
Around the world. 20% of people around the world just
Nasty.
don't.
Nasty.
But it doesn't occur to them to. It isn't like, but I'm in the shower. Isn't that enough? What do you want from me?
That's just an excuse, and that's just lazy. I also worry about people who don't wash it in between their toes.
Okay, no, but you see now that's a different conversation. Now we're just talking about legs specifically. So we will have final tallies for you. Woohoo! Something to look forward to. And you know what? This is actually beneficial. Lindy Rose said, this is a first date question.
Yeah, I also just want to say, imagine a CEO who runs a business. Successfully so, making millions.
With his dirty legs.
But doesn't wash his damn legs.
Well, you don't know because he's wearing probably a chino that doesn't fit properly.
Ooh, comes the day he has to wear shorts and you see where all the drama comes from.
Not the corporate golf day.
What in the dirty nonsense is going on? Why aren't people washing? Why aren't people washing their legs? You must wash your whole body, your legs, your arms, under the arms, behind the ears, the neck, the crackles, the sackles, between the toes. Wash your whole body. You must be good, clean and fresh, tra-la-la. Why are we having these conversations as adults?
Hi, yes, Alison here. With this whole thing about washing and your legs and everything else, that's one thing, but I worked with someone some time back and they said they only showered in the morning, not in the evening. Now, for me, not showering in the evening is like the weirdest one. You've been out in the world, you've been touching things, you've been with people, you've been everywhere.
Stacey and J Sbu, yeah, it's Mike, everybody's favorite. Do I wash my legs in the shower? Yes, of course. Just think about all the dirt on your body when you're showering and lathering yourself and soap, that all runs down. So yes, it's running down from your area of your hips. Your hips don't lie. And that area, and then it runs down your leg and that. So of course you have to wash afterwards. I always wash my legs last. It's just the right thing to do. Cleanliness is next to godliness. That's what my saying is. Mark out.
Stacey and J Sbu.
Shut up. Thank you so much, KZN. I think it's quite obvious now that washing, bathing all parts of your body is very important. None of this, I don't wash my legs is being had by KZN. If you are a culprit, please change your ways. And we'll see you on the other side. Hey, much fresher.
I'm telling you,
clean.
Guys, tomorrow, as we continue this
my legs are clean.
groundbreaking conversation, is bathing just lying in a pool of your own dirt? Stay tuned.
Wow. Oh, that would be a good... Well, since we're talking about
Guys,
this.
I'm telling you, we are hitting it out the park this week. Top tier.
Stacey and J Sbu. Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. East Coast Radio.